Traditionally, many of the horses, they were treated as family. You know, these were four-legged brothers.
I can't even remember when I first got on a horse. I seen an old photo of me sitting on a horse, and I was probably only about 2 or 3 years old.
The main thing was, to me, was talking to them in Nez Perce. And when you get to talking to a horse in Nez Perce, it seems like they understand quicker.
There's so much about the Appaloosa that can't be separated from the Nimíipuu story. And once you start learning more about the Appaloosa, you learn more about the Nez Perce and vice versa.
I think, if tribe members continued the resurgence of the Nez Perce horse, I think it also going to be an educational opportunity for not only people in this local community and this nation, but worldwide.
I'm James Spencer, the Nez Perce Tribe's Young Horseman project, and we're here in one of the 5 horse pens. We're with the stallions, and this here's Riz. He's a Appaloosa horse. It was donated to the tribe a few years ago, and we have a Nez Perce horse here, and here's an Acalteki stallion, Morning Star, and the Nez Perce horse is a cross between the Acalteki and the Appaloosa. Hey there, Riz.
So we probably received the horse in this area somewhere around 1700. I attribute it earlier because of the Pueblo Rebellion in 1680. It had only taken a couple of decades. It would have been up in the northern plains.
The Nez Perce tribe, the Nimíipuu people, the name we call ourselves, we do have a historical connection to the Appaloosa.
Probably in the 1700s and into the 1800s, it's not exactly known how the breeding began, but the Nez Perce people did selectively breed horses.
Our horses were well suited for this part of the country. They could climb in and out of these canyons with ease, and in 1877 the U.S. military found out how superior our horses were. They just couldn't keep up with the Nez Perce.
Well, the Nez Perce War of 1877, which began in the Wallowa country, Joseph and other bands were being forced to move on to the 1863 reservation. And when they were moving, they were given a strict timeline, and they had cattle, and they had many horses that they were trying to move at that time.
Our chief gave up his rifle and said he wasn't going to fight anymore. They took all our horses away, and they separated us and sent part to Washington and Oregon and some here. So they was afraid that we'd start another riot, I guess. I don't know. That's history for you.
In 1995, the Nez Perce tribe reinstituted the Young Horseman program, and when we first initiated that program, it was for the young people in our community.
Through those efforts, the children not only learn about their culture, but they do get interested in horses, and then they'll keep the horse culture alive among the Nez Perce people.
Our intent was to bring the Nez Perce horse culture back to the tribe because it was taken away from us. There's a lot of traditions and values revolving around the horse.
The director at the time wanted to see what would happen with a crossbreeding with an Appaloosa.
He's the one that started breeding the Appaloosa horses, and the Acalteki horses made a good horse.
The Nez Perce horse is a cross between the Acalteki, which is an endurance horse from Turkmenistan, and the Appaloosas that we know here today, to develop this new breed to create a highly desirable horse that everybody would want to own.
All the animals are like our brothers and sisters. We all have the same color blood.
If you can interact with an animal, you can also interact with a human.
You see the world in a different way from the back of a horse.